Anikulapo blew up our page and the internet with its massive play on history and mythology. Afromnia brings you these top 10 things you might have missed in the Anikulapo series, The Rise of the Specter. Some of these answer questions around the internet. Spoilers ahead, and a little something also waiting for you at the end. And at number 1, people have claimed Rolake was old at the end of the Anikulapo movie, which is the part 1. However, it must be remembered that Saro died at a youthful age towards the end of the movie, and Rolake left home the same period. The only place that Rolake looked emotionally drained or old was within the room when she was contemplating leaving him. And a few minutes before and after that particular scene, we can see she was young and there was no way she could have been aged. And at number 2, Adigun the bounty hunter stumbles on things he's looking for. Despite being hardworking, he always stumbles on what he seeks. This can be seen when he was stung to death by a viper and was later resurrected by Saro. And at number 3, the Onibode was an albino played by Damilola Ogunsi. The Onibode represents the Grim Reaper. It's ironical how people feel it should have been represented the same way Hollywood represent their Grim Reapers with a black person. Now, while traditionally portrayed as a figure clad in dark robes, variation in its appearance exists within Yoruba tradition. Some interpretations depict the Onibode with albinism or even a pale complexion, reflecting the diverse manifestation of spiritual entities within Yoruba cosmology. And at number 4, did you see Ade Tiger from the King of Boys played by Titi Kuti in this Anikulapo series? Well, if you didn't, Adigun the bounty hunter was the actor here. Number 5, Saro's first sexual meeting with Latorera looked like that of his first sexual encounter with Awarun and Rolake. His style of almost cajoling them has some semblance with the way Awarun and Olori Rolake tried to copulate with him in the forest and bedroom. At number 6, Obubo Ogunde Ubat Ogunde's son, the UK-based corporate individual, acted Basharun, and this is his first feature film. And at number 7, the movie can be traced to the 1800s. Of course, part 1 already established how slave trade was gradually creeping into Western Nigeria. However, it must be noted that the Islamic religion started growing in Ede at this point, and this was reflected in the series. At number 8, remember when Olori Wujola made the king liver in Anikulapo 1? She did this in the series. Both times were caused by her jealousy for another woman. In part 1, it was for Olori Rolake, and in part 2, it was the same Olori Rolake whose face was covered this time. And at number 9, while Awarun's power or its source wasn't totally explored, her power was made pronounced in this series. What you might have missed was when she knew Saro was having an affair with Rolake, the former queen. Also, the night Saro died, she saw this from her sleep. Thus, it shouldn't feel strange that her daughter reached out to her to help Saro against the ghost. And at number 10, Awarun is married. It brings question of how, when. Well, this is not a sudden development or an afterthought. Akoji, played by Mr. Macaroni, already informed Saro that Awarun was married, that she packed away from her husband 7 years before. Well, we got to know that her husband sent her away in this series. And to the final one, Saro might have been reincarnated as the baby. You might have deduced this or not, but some people have been asking questions, and this is the part to answer him. Now, the aspect is glaring when the ghosts now have to lash onto Basharun to guide them through the Onibode's door. How many of these did you see? How many of these did you miss? Let us know in the comment section.
Ilé tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ bó bá ṣojú mi kò léèwọ̀ wọ́n fi ríro fọ́mọ aráyé ni wọ́n débẹ̀ mójú mi wòran.